qu'on les arrête ou pas? Parce que...
So, can I go?
Oh, no, yeah. Don't listen to me.
A very good evening to you and welcome back to the Rio Wall Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. We have some Kamui mixed Scotch doubles action for you now. It's a losers qualification clash between Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis against Jasmine Ouschan and the Las Vegas Open champion from just yesterday, Dennis Grabe. It's best of 3 sets, races to 4. It's winner breaks. It's 10 ball, of course, call shot. And calling the shots with me for this one is Mr. Mosconi, Mr. 600 from the basement. It's John Schmidt.
How you doing, Mark? Great to be here.
Long time no here.
What a barn burner we got, Mark. 2 of the best teams in the field. I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, they've been runners-up, Alex and Kelly. Great partnership. And, of course, Jasmine and Dennis. First time that they've played together. Jasmine usually plays with Albin, but initially Albin wasn't going to be coming to Vegas this year, but last minute changed. He did come, but Jasmine had already found another partner, and what a partner to have. The newly crowned Las Vegas Open champion, WPA number 3 in the world, Dennis Grabe from Estonia, Jasmine from Austria, of course. A team. What a couple of teams, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, Mark, I find it interesting with Dennis winning the tournament last night. I feel that that could go one of two ways. It could either be a little bit of a distraction. He's like spending the money in his head. I'm going to buy a new car, some Bitcoin, who knows? Or it could relax him where the pressure's off and he just flows. So see how it turns out. Kelly to break off. We all know what a great player she is. One of my favorite people. English player I'm sure you're quite familiar with over the years.
Yeah,
Well,
became
she's
very good friends
yeah.
with Kelly over COVID. Did a lot of her online matches during COVID. That's how I met her, and she's been to see me a couple of times in Thailand as well.
Yeah.
Nothing on the break, John.
Oh, did I just call Mark? I think I just called her an English player. Kelly Fisher is an Irish player.
No, she's English.
She is English. Oh, well, I got that confused.
You're Karen Kaur.
Karen
Karen Kaur is from Ireland.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, nice shot there.
You're all right, John.
Just the right angle. Yeah, I do what I can. Estonia, that's another place I've never been. I have no idea where that's at. Probably over by Michigan somewhere.
It's actually right next to Latvia and Lithuania. I lived in Estonia for 8 years,
Wow.
believe it or not, from 2001 to 2009. Lovely medieval little city called Tallinn.
Oh, wow. Yeah, tough shot there. That ball being frozen, you know, so tough to... You have to hit the ball and the rail simultaneously or you can chunk it like that. Very common for the top frozen episode.
Can make you look silly, can't they, some of those shots?
Yeah. Yeah, when they're frozen, they're fairly routine with inside English, but not outside. So now this shot here, quite tricky. He has so much angle, he might elect to just go in towards the four and let the four slow the cue ball down. Because if you try to hit this too slow, you can miss the three. And that's the first priority, of course, to make it. Wow, what a shot. Killed that with a ton of like 9 o'clock English on the cue ball. Much tougher than he made that look.
Quick fire and Kazakis, quite the pairing. Alex, I would say, is the more steadier player, shall we say. Kelly known for her quick fire pace.
With Alex, I like to say that he takes an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. He kind of plays on the slow side, methodical side, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that'll be interesting to see how that pairs with Kelly quickfire.
Yeah, it may be hard to get a little bit of rhythm for Kelly. She's very much a rhythm player, but they've got history in the doubles. They've done very well in the past, so expect them to go deep again. They lost their first match, believe it or not, on the loser side.
Okay, is this the thick enough hit to draw between the 8 and 9? That would really simplify things, but I don't quite think it is. It looks like the cue ball, yeah, maybe you can. Got to hit it great though. The 10's really blocking a little bit of the pocket.
Easy distraction, isn't it? The 10 ball, and it
yeah,
has made him miss it wide. But look at the cue ball.
Now the shot here, I believe, would be, if you could jump it, they might elect to do that. But they're going to kick 2 rails, maybe 3, call the 7 cross side. Try to come in behind the 7 and maybe kick it right in the side pocket. Yeah, she's calling the corner.
No, I think she called the side, John. I think she did call the side.
Oh, okay. Oh, pretty nice attempt. Now that's a little unfortunate because not only did you leave a shot, it's the correct angle to move in between the 8-9. So That's just what Kelly Fisher's looking for here. Way to get started on the 7 to move to the 8.
It was a great kick though by Jasmine.
Oh, what a shot this is. I mean, within a millimeter where she's trying to get. Beautiful.
You'd be happy with that, John, wouldn't you, if you're Alex Kazakis right now?
Oh, yes, sir. I'll tell you what, pocket speed helps those pockets gobble up those shots that you hit just a tad wide. Very smart to back off and not fire it down the rail. You players at home would do well to throttle back your speed down the rail sometimes. The less experienced players will hit those too hard a lot of times. Right. So, chance to steal the first game here.
Yeah, so it was that little bit of fortune for Alex when he missed that 7 ball that was tight past the 10, missed it by quite some distance, got the hook, which produced the mistake from Jasmine, although it was a really good hit on the 7 as well, wasn't it? Unfortunate to leave it as good as she did, perfect angle.
Yeah, yes, because if that 7 doesn't leave that angle, it would have been very hard to get in between the 8 and 9. So a little bit of help from the ball so far for Kelly and Alex. You couldn't meet two nicer people, obviously monstrously talented, well liked by the pool community and the fans, and really hard to pick a favorite because I'm a fan of all 4 of these players. They're all just such wonderful players.
The last time I saw Dennis and Alex Kazakis going at it against each other was in the Maldives, John, last year in the final of the Maldives Open. Dennis went out to an 8-3 lead in a race to 9. He missed well, he didn't. He actually scratched off a 10, believe it or not. And Alex came all the way back to heel, and Dennis won a heel thriller of decided to become the Maldives Open champion. So here they are again, battling it out against each other.
Yeah, all those European events are tough to win. There'll be so many great players in the field. So that's a real feather in his cap to win that title, especially against the great Alex Kazakis, who's a super good player.
Yeah, ex-Mosconi Cup player. You, of course, as well, had your time on the Mosconi Cup a couple of times after this rack. I'm going to be asking more questions of you, Mr. 626. You're not getting away with it that easy, my friend.
Well, if it's anything like most of the pool players ask me, I'm just going to tell you now, no, you can't borrow 200.
Well, I was going to offer you 200, believe it or not.
Oh, okay, now we're talking. Well, I'm okay with that. Well, I think he's going to, I don't know if they're pushing to a jump or what they're doing here. This is quite difficult to get started. Interesting to see how she plays this. So she's going to push to like a kick, or maybe there's well, I'll tell you what, don't get up behind this purple. Oh, that's no good. Almost cut off the side rail to get to the 1. I'm letting them have this. There's no way I'm shooting this. Because even if you manage to kick the 1 in, you could trap yourself behind the 3. Yeah, I mean, this is. Yeah,
well, shouldn't Jasmine be playing? Jasmine should be playing this, shouldn't she?
Oh,
she kicked, she pushed.
Well, you know, that's interesting, Mark. I don't know exactly how that would work. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whoever.
I'm not sure the role.
Yeah, I think she's right. I think Alex. Yeah, it should be. It should be Jasmine who played it because she played the push.
You know, and it's funny, we talked about this the last match about the pressure on the refs. They're trying to remember so many things and do so many things. And that's one of those tricky moments where you're only remembered for making a little bit of a boo-boo. But in fairness to the ref, that would be very easy to forget.
No, all is good.
6-ball Kona.
Yeah?
I'm probably wrong.
Okay.
I thought whoever pushed got put back in again, but maybe the rules are different.
Okay. Yeah, I think he
My
will
apologies.
actually. Well, I like him playing this 1 into the 6. You figure to make this quite often. And a shot. Oh, it's going to dress up for a shot with position leading to the 2. Dream start. And now it got. I had to say something. Now it got difficult.
Awkward. Awkward, John. Awkward.
Yes, very awkward. Just like me in high school. This is awkward as could be when you're queuing over the. Well, I'll tell you what, she did pretty good with that. That's easy to twitch out of the pocket. Yeah, she's such a straight shooter. Made that look simple. The 9's huge here. He has to get under the 9, lay the cue ball against the rail. Takes a lot of cue ball control here. He stayed above it. Nice shot.
Took it out of the equation.
Yeah,
John.
that's
Played
yeah,
it
and that's a better shot. Yeah, that's a better shot anyway because now Kelly can move to the 4-ball easily. Nice shot, quick fire. Well, she shoots him in there straight. I've seen her play a lot, and she's tough.
Still
The
the
pocket
there, John.
Yeah. Well, he kind of did that maybe to get the cue ball to stay away from the orange 5. Sometimes the players do that on purpose. Sometimes it's because they're human. Oh, and I'll tell you what. This is a tough shot to get to the 9 correctly. He has to kind of drip this in with it like a dragging, sliding cue ball that will release right at the 7 and then bounce off the rail. This is not a straightforward shot here. Anybody can handle it. It's this guy. Yeah, that's tougher than it looks, I promise you, folks.
A lot of movement, though, John, on that shot as well from him. Anxiously played.
Sure. You know, when you're playing on the little pub tables with a 5-inch pocket, that shot's tough enough. But on these Predators with these small pockets, and you're spinning and dragging that cue ball, all bets are off.
I just wondered, would he not have maybe considered going twice across, back and forth, you know,
Well,
for position on
that's
the
a
9?
That's a fair question, Mark. But the reason they shy away from that is because the speed that you would have to shoot the 7 in would be so high that it reduces the playable pocket size. So the players will lean on dripping those in softer and making the pocket play bigger. But then you're adding a swerve, and it's tricky either way. And your way is not necessarily wrong, but it might be slightly harder, which is a polite way of saying, you know, that he shot the right shot, but it's always difficult with that little drag stroke. Let's see what we got here. Well, anytime the cue ball's near the rail like this, it adds difficulty. The guy that just won $37,500 last night, I bet hits it pretty good. What a shot. Well, I'll tell you what, he kind of jumps out of his stance. I mean, the cue ball's gone, but he does kind of get out of his stance pretty quick. I'm going to start trying that myself if it'll help me.
The only thing wrong with that, though, John, is you start to come up a little bit early sometimes, and you can actually come up just as you're about to strike the cue ball sometimes. Fist pumps all round then for Ouschan and Grabet. Now then, there is a couple games going on at the moment. Yvonne Ullmann-Heibler And Alex Pagulayan are in action against Miramatsu and Nukiyoe from Japan. And it's Alex and Yvonne who have taken the opening set in that. They lead one set, but they're down 2-1 in the second. And just starting out, Joshua Filler, he's a very, very busy man with his wife Pia. They're up against Mighty Rapero and Jose Delgado Alberto.
Interesting. I watched that Delgado play the first day I did commentary, and man, did he play perfect. Yeah, anybody's ball game, so many great teams. I think it comes down to chemistry. We always say that, but I think the team with the most chemistry could be Bustamante, Rubel, and Amit. Or possibly, let me think. Well, gosh, I mean, how about Joshua Filler and Pia? How are you going to beat them?
Yeah, great team. Also, Chao Ye Chu and Chang, they get along just fine as well. They play together a lot, especially in the teams event also. Han Yu and Wu Kun Lin, who won last year, you know, they're a great team as well. Great chemistry, play with smiles on their faces, have a little bit of fun.
Well, let me see here. I hate to make a judgment call before I really look, but I kind of like coming off the left edge of the two with left-hand English, going between the 3-4 and down underneath the 5-7. You'd be surprised how often this works, but if you catch it thick, you can run into the purple. I think that's what she's looking at.
What about coming in behind the 6, John?
Yeah,
with the cue ball?
Nothing wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that at all. That could work for sure. I always find this part of the game fascinating because there's so many different ways to play it. And I learned something every tournament, and I go, whoa, you know what? That was simpler. That's an easier way to do it.
Jasmine has an excellent YouTube channel where she does lots of coaching. It's really videos as well that she does, and she talks about the safety element of the game that she's learned off of her brother Albin, who she describes as one of the best safety and kicking guys in the game. That's pretty good safety.
Oh, sure.
Went your way, John.
Yeah, I like that shot. Yeah, and it was laying there, but it was still a very well executed shot. Now, the only thing about this is, let's say he somehow makes this really tough jump shot, it might carry him right towards the 3-ball. So an outside chance to make this and get shape.
These jump cues are so good these days, aren't they? Hasn't worked in that time though. You need some new batteries in it.
Yeah, the air rushes are so good because you can take that little back end off and shoot the real tight shots or leave it on for more power and distance. And I'm an average jumper at best, and I just find them to be so easy to use. It's ridiculous. All the players love them.
I thought you'd have been against jump cues, John.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I actually think they're pretty cool. They're good for the spectators, you know, they're fun to watch. And, but us older players, yeah, we really didn't use them back when I first started playing the game. Okay, what do we got here now? Now this is interesting because you've cut off, well, I think he gets, who's shooting? Kelly, can she swerve around the side of this 8? She'd like to do that and drive the 3 back up by Alex. Oh, she can jump it, okay. Might even play the 10 here. I've seen crazier things. Oh, what a shot. Look at this cue ball.
Oh, look at this. What a shot. Alex enjoyed that one.
Very nice.
We're seeing that all
Can
the
you
time
jump
now, aren't
this
we?
one?
More.
Yeah, I don't think he can jump this. This is too close. This is a difficult kick because you can scratch off the back of this ball.
Like that.
Yeah,
Good call, Mr.
Something like
616.
Yeah, I do.
626 rather.
Yeah, I shoot him in rotation once in a blue moon. Yeah, I've scratched a million times there. This takes you right into the pocket. Tell you what, this 4-ball, you know, the 8 almost looks dead down in this corner if he had to go down behind him and play the combination. But he'll avoid that at all costs. I guess the 4 goes. No, it looks like he might be. No, the 4 goes. 4 goes, okay.
Yeah, short side on the 4 is no problem. 5
Yeah.
ball on hand as well. Not too much to do with the cue ball.
Well, you know, you're right, but you have to be a little careful to get to the 6 correctly to drop in on the 7. This can be messed up if you're not careful here. Well, I believe they'll elect to stop their cue ball, which leaves them that little angle in the side to move down to the 7. So he's going to see if he can shoot a nice full stop shot.
Yeah, Kelly and Dennis are good friends as well. He will smile as she walked past him.
Oh yeah, this is Mark. This is a dangerous team. They could easily win this tournament with their talent. Oh, you know what? I don't know if he can hit this full enough to make the cue ball stop. He doesn't want the cue ball to move to his right a couple inches because that would complicate the 6. So he might be going to the end rail with high right spin and out.
Yeah, 5 and 6
Yeah,
into
there's
the
a lot.
same pocket, I think, John.
I think so. A lot of ways to play this. No, he decided that, oh, he hit that with high inside. That was a nice shot. Perfect. The cue ball control with these professional players is absurdly good. I mean, if he overruns his mark there, just an inch or two, now Kelly's back cutting that ball into the side and it becomes missable. But they simplify racks with their ability in that cue ball control, just almost to an unhuman level. Would have to dedicate an entire lifetime or two to control the cue ball this well. Very nice.
Yeah, nice shape on the 8 as well, just to stun off the side rail. Down for the 9. Anywhere but straight.
That's right.
Just
That's
a
very
slight
observant
angle.
of you. That's right, Mark. That little angle lets you drop to the 10 easier. I'm impressed with you so far with your snooker background. We're turning you into a pool player, buddy.
So simple. 10 ball. Yeah, 2-1 lead. Race to 4, remember. Best of 3 sets. Time to thank our title sponsor, of course, Kamui, and our Pro Billiard Series partners, the Predator Group, Yalin, and the little monster jump cues. I had a jump with one of them the other day, John, on TV Plus, Box Billiards, Fen Billiards Corporation, and Q Sports International, who, of course, are running this whole event, and all the league players coming from all over the States and far and wide, playing their World Championships. 300 bar box tables there, John, for the players, the league players. You're there. It looks amazing, doesn't it?
But yes, it does. And Mark, I've been called to table 2, and I'm going to bring in my friend and great co-analyst, Eric Horlifson. You guys enjoy the rest of the match.
Wow, what a lovely surprise from Mr. 600 to Big Red. Well, reddish, more greyish now, I would call him. How you doing, Eric? Just waiting for Eric to join us as Kelly breaks off rack number 4, leading 2-1, looking to get on the hill in this opening set.
Mark, how are you? Here.
Well, for the first time this year, how are you? Good to hear that Canadian accent. Always nice to hear Big Red on the mic. So will you join us, Eric? 2-1. to Alex and Kelly over Jasmine and Dennis. Interesting match.
Picture perfect
Had some
break
good
here.
safety battles. What do you see,
Picture
Eric?
perfect break for Alex and Kelly here. Natural position. Rack looking pretty good. You want to get straight on the 3. A little too hard. Kelly can take the cue ball 2 long rails across, back to the middle. Want her to be much easier than this.
Second
Shot
beat
there.
going off 30-second shot clock, of course, one extension each.
Looks like he's just straight enough to hold on the same side, but I could be wrong because he's cueing draw. 4 is available to both corner pockets. That is kind of a drag stroke.
I love that drag shot, Eric. It's so useful, isn't it? It allows you to play the ball at a little bit more pace, but still take all the pace out of the cue ball.
Kelly and Alex were runners-up in the 2024 Las Vegas edition of the mixed doubles. Communicate well together, both great players, forced to be reckoned with. Of course, Jasmine and Dennis, strong team as well.
Yeah, Jasmine usually playing with Albin, but this time a change. Not bad to have the Las Vegas Open champion sat next to you though, Eric, is it?
Yeah, what an exciting match that was last night. Everybody thought Dennis was dead in the water, but epic comeback, including the shootout win. Bit of a tester here for Kelly. Two rails across. These shots look easy on stream. Have to be played well. Got it down. Nice shot. Looking good now.
Yeah, this to get on the hill in the opening set. Always nice, of course, to win the opener. If we do go 1 set each and we get to 3-3 in the decider, have a shootout. Both teams will be looking to avoid that though.
Joe for the side.
Oh, he's lost the cue ball here, hasn't he? Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, if Kelly has any angle going to the right, she'll be okay. If she's straight in, she can still play the short side, but definitely tougher than she would have wanted here. Oh, just slow roll it. Good shot.
Yeah, not easy to roll it at that putt, but had to do that to hold the cue ball for the 10 into the same pocket, and they do arrive at the hill. Very nicely done. Now look to the right, just to Dennis Grabe's right. There's a young lady there, travelled all the way from Bristol in the UK. Kamui is her name. She's Kelly Fisher's biggest fan. I actually went to the World Championships just after COVID, Eric, in Telford in the UK. No, it wasn't. It was Milton Keynes, I beg your pardon. Carly knew me from commentating online. She asked me if I would go to the event with her. She'd never been to a pool event before in her life. I come to the World Championships. It was the year that Ouschan won it. And we've been friends ever since. And since then, she's been to so many WPBA events all around. Really has given her a new lease of life, Carly McGee. There she is. Look. She really is Kelly Fisher's biggest fan. Now, I'm really surprised actually that she hasn't got a Kelly Fisher t-shirt on. Lovely moment.
Great
so
story.
Here we go then.
Has she
Breaking
taken
on
up the
heel.
game herself?
Well, she actually was a player before, a league player
Okay.
in Bristol, the UK. But yeah, she's a little bit disabled as well, which makes, you know, her efforts travelling all over the world a bit more daunting also. She's not great on her feet, but it's never stopped her passion. So good to see you there, Carly.
That's great. Four-railer going in for Alex here. Shot on the 1. Most obvious pocket for the 2 is blocked. Cue ball's kind of traveling the wrong way here. You can straighten it out with a bunch of left, but it's a very tricky shot. Kelly's thinking about going. Yeah, they're talking about the different positional options here. Nothing easy. I don't mind the last one that you pointed out there. You can see how flowing the communication is from these two teammates. Looks like they trust each other.
Yeah, I think chemistry does come into it a bit, doesn't it, Eric, in the Scotch doubles?
Yeah, look how much communication there was there and no sense of urgency. Alex just saying run into those balls, and it worked out okay. Yeah, you could just tell no sense of urgency, just going over all of the options. And don't forget that they're under a shot clock as well, so you can't have any kind of urgency between you and your partner. Strong communication there, came up with a good solution.
And the more you play together, Eric, the more the understanding you get for things like the shot clock and being ready with the jump cue and the bridge and stuff like that. You know, it all counts valuable seconds that can be saved at time.
Biggest worry for Alex here will be running into the 8th.
2-ball corner.
3 will be available to the bottom left if he runs into the 8 too heavily.
Oh, this is awkward though. It's not a 3 ball. This is highly missable. What a stroke.
Yeah, avoided the 8 coming back. Nice shot. Not great on the position, but they can roll up on the 7 here.
To make sure you hit the rail though. Just remember, guys, the ball must hit a rail after you've struck the ball on, so play it into the 5. Nicely done.
Jasmine's gonna have the left long rail. Nothing obvious on kick safe. I think she'll just be trying to make it.
2-ball corner. 3-ball side.
Just to tell you something, guys, if Eric and I do talk over each other occasionally, we do apologise, but Eric is actually on site in Vegas and I'm in Thailand doing it remote. So we have 3 commentators on site: George Teachea, John Schmidt and Eric, of course, and then 3 of us are remote. So apologies for any talking over each other. It's a little bit more difficult when you can't see the co-commentator, isn't it, Eric?
That's right. Well, we'll do our best here, and it's a pleasure to be working with you.
Another tough shot here. Tight on the rail. Yeah, very missable.
One. So, life for Grabe and Ouschan here. What's their communication style? I haven't had a chance to see them shoot as much.
Yeah, they're
Looks like
pretty good. I think Dennis is the leader, shall we say, of the pairing. I think, but apart from that, I think they just get on with it unless there's anything that each other wants. I mean, Jasmine, world champion in her own right, she knows how to play the game, doesn't she? Just sometimes I find the dynamic of men and women playing together is very exciting, just because, you know, there's often different perspectives, Eric. You know, brains think differently, right? So often,
That's right.
you know, you'll see players not see a shot that the other one might see.
Yeah, I think racks like this, you just got to let your partner go. When everything's in the open, when there's only one option, just let your partner stay in their own box. Be interesting to see how they. Ooh, she caught this heavy. This is trouble here. Possible pocketing for Rabe. Choice of pockets, really.
Yeah, favoured one is the bottom left, isn't it, Eric, for these? Slide them in off the long rail.
Yeah, slightly less cut going to the left. Got it. Shot.
Likely 3-2 then. And they will be breaking. Try and go heel-heel. This was always going to be a obviously contested battle, this, between four great players. Oh, don't forget your cue. I wonder where she was going for a minute. I thought she was going to go and get the balls out, but
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Just realized the ref could be okay to get them all here.
playing on the Predator Apex table, and they've just brought out the Predator Arc as well, which they're using for the Euro Tour, Eric. Predator sponsored Euro
I noticed
Tour.
that.
Both speak perfect English. I'm pretty sure Dennis doesn't speak Austrian, and I'm pretty sure Jasmine doesn't speak Estonian. So English will be the chosen language there, I would have thought. Jasmine, who's
We know.
had a couple of... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, we know Jasmine's English is good from her YouTube channel, very successful YouTube channel, pushing her knowledge to fans across the world on YouTube.
And I were talking about that. She really is a funny lady as well, and she does all her own editing, Eric, which I think is great. Very, very time consuming, but she puts lots of effort into her channel, and we're going to see lots of effort in break with the BK Pink Rush. Lovely colour, isn't it? Now then, possible 1-2 on.
Yeah, chance for Alex and Kelly here.
Sorry, I beg your pardon, that's the 9. The 1 is down here. 9's gone all the way up table. Straight in on the 1 then.
Yeah, Kelly's going to do her best to get as straight on the 2 as possible here. It's going to be too much angle, so Alex going to have to move 2 rails back towards the 3. Big stroke shot coming. Small chance of scratching across the table on the side. They have the chance here to close out this first set.
KC Wright is the winner. Ticket number 611918. Congratulations.
How's the speed?
Needs it
Be
to
light.
run.
Not there. Maybe a rail first.
Yeah, this is where doubles partners come in handy, because, you know, you can got 2 different perspectives on this.
Try from Kelly. Anytime you can't contact the object ball first, tough shot. So let off here for Jasmine and Dennis. That was an underrated thing that happened to Alex there, coming across 2 rails. The cue ball kind of checks off the second rail, so it slows the speed down. He knew that, of course, but it still trick you on the feel of the overall shot. Straight enough to hold on the same side of the table. Looking good here.
Yeah, this is lovely. This is lovely when the balls are out in the open. It's kind of like a choreographed dance around the table. Talking of dance, Jasmine Ouschan very famously was on Dance with the Stars in Austria. She told me all about it in an interview once. Was away from her house for 3 months, I believe, filming that. So it's a pretty tough schedule that she had on Dance with the Stars.
I knew she was there, and I caught a clip of her on it one time. Do you remember where she ended up in the competition?
I think she came second, I believe.
Okay. Well, wasn't the first player out. First dancer out, pardon me. Using pool terms here, player. First dancer out.
Yeah, looked fantastic in her sequins and high heels. You're not used to seeing her like that. She's a very, very sporty young lady who's a triathlete as well. She loves biking and swimming and the gym. Gets involved in a lot as well. Lives in the beautiful, picturesque town of Klagenfurt in Austria by the sea. Beautiful, beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, imagine how agile you have to be to compete semi-professionally in dancing. It's very impressive.
Well, they're dancing to the right tune here. It's 3-3. We knew it was going to be close. They're enjoying it. Momentum has swung. Look at the faces of Dennis and Jasmine, and Alex and Kelly just having a little chat about things as well. It was an awkward rack, wasn't it? Especially the beginning of it. The 1 to the 2 wasn't easy, Eric. The 2 to the 3 wasn't. Ended up snookering themselves. Played the rail first, and then from then on, it was kind of straightforward for Jasmine and Dennis.
Yeah, it started to go slightly wrong. I think Kelly wanted to get Alex straighter on the 2, and he would have been able to shoot the 3 up into the long pocket, just less cue ball movement. But left him with too much angle, and again, that cue ball checking off the second rail, it's an underrated thing there. Dennis looks like he's going from the middle here. Offense break coming. Just setting up from the middle, going to go from the side rail. Well, if there's anyone that's had a lot of breaks over the course of the last week, it's Dennis.
Yeah, he's a big breaker as well, isn't he? Hits them hard. Is the 5 ball going to do it? Sorry, the 7 ball going to do anything? It is. It's going to knock. Well, it was knock the ball into the side right at the last second.
Yeah, the 4 ball, yeah.
Look at that.
7 would have gone, even if the 4 wasn't there, but yeah, good break. Should try to stick the cue ball on the 7 here. Shot. 2 ways, calling
Hard.
1.
Not too hard. Yeah, I thought she overstruck that slightly, Eric. I think there might be an edge of this 1 ball. Is there?
Yeah, even if there's an edge, it's a half air. They're still on that line, not looking at kicking at it, so I think he does have some sort of edge here.
Extension.
Yeah, cue ball be heading back to the same kind of place as well.
7 ball side.
Just overhit slightly by Jasmine.
This was pretty much the only play from what he was left. Did pretty well. Got to see how much the 5 is covering the 1. Looks like he can get into the middle of the ball. That'll be bad news for Jasmine and Dennis. Pardon me, Kelly
The 2 railer.
Alex.
Good railer just in case. Don't know whether you caught any of the banks. Semi-final Fine. Joshua Filler against Roberto Gomez. Well, what a semi-final that was. Went to the heel right down to the very last ball on this table a bit earlier. Fabulous match. Final of that is tomorrow, 3 p.m, guys, for the Banks.
Yeah, Alex and Josh going down to the very last ball, hill too. So a lot of hotly contested matches in that. Shot from Kelly. Controlling the cue ball well there. Ideally, Jasmine would be looking at the short rail here. Looks like there could be a window.
Calling, asking her to call the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, she doesn't really like shooting through the window.
So this is interesting. Who's going to take the upper hand here? Oh, look at this for a kick. Look at this for a kick. Well, they called it. They called it. What a shot that is.
And a little bit of dance moves from Jasmine on the way to the corner pocket there. Great shot. Still in tough. Thin cut on the 2. This 3 times back. It's going to have enough speed. Watch this kick from Jasmine. There you go.
No.
Cue ball can play naturally across for the 5. Oh, and she's overcut it. Hasn't left anything, but that could have been a set winner there.
You just don't like giving your opponents a turn back at the table, do you? Because you never know what can happen.
Alex is looking at the
Could get them in all
5-7
sorts of
coverage
trouble here.
People corner.
Called 3, but more safe in mind on this shot. Good play from Alex. Taking away the most obvious rails here. Window between the 5-6 with a bunch of left, possibly. On the new cloth, you got to be careful on a shot like this. It'll tend to grab a little less. Nice shot. Just as intended there.
Great kick.
Left the jump for Alex.
Yeah, and will it go off the 7? I don't think it will it?
I think you'll have to cut it, but still worth the value in the jump here.
Ten-second beat goes off.
Got it.
Oh.
Good shot. Now to see if the 5 passes the 6. What a rack this has been so far, Mark.
Plenty of action in this rack. Not over either. Does this 5 pass the 6 ball? It's tight.
Wasn't enough room. Nice save by Alex. It's left it too close to the corner, though. Kick opportunity here.
Wow, she's already made a great kick on the 1 ball earlier on. This is a much easier one. Just catch the 2nd rail. Oh, she's called it too thick. Oh, what a chance this is now for the opening set.
Yeah, advantage Kelly and Alex here.
think she'll be disappointed she didn't make that one, Eric. It was very makeable, wasn't it?
Yeah, just with the proximity to the corner, probably 50-50 minimum to make it.
Needs a bit of angle on this 6 ball. I think he's got it. Just a slight one.
Good play from Alex. Little thick in the pocket, so it didn't get as straight on the 7 as he wanted. Couple options for Kelly here, but should be likely looking to play the 8 in the same pocket. Good shot. Kelly is so good under pressure. She's one of the players that I really always see her coming up clutch in the big spots.
Yeah, very, very big heart as well. She never knows when she's got that Yorkshire grit. She comes from northern England, plays in Yorkshire. They're known for their hardness there, in a nice way, I mean that, of course.
Heart, kind of.
Yeah, and Jasmine, of course, a very strong-willed player as well. And Jasmine will be staying on this table. I think she's going to be up against Zhao Fang Fu next in the Ladies Las Vegas Open. It's coming up for you around about 7:30 this evening. So, Jasmine, you haven't got far to go for your next match. Meanwhile, it's going to be the first to Alex and Kelly. In it goes. And the players are just going to take a very, very short break, guys, between sets. We'll be back with set number 2, Eric Hallerson and myself, Mark White. See you soon. Very warm. Back players not back just yet gives me the chance to bring you up to date with some scores from the other Scotch doubles matches going on at the moment. Yvonne Ullman-Hebler from Germany playing along Peggy line and nicely poised 1-1 with Muramatsu and Nuki Oi from Japan. Mighty Repero and Jose Alberto Delgado are 3-2 up in the first set against Pia and Josh Filler, and already through Chao Che-Yu and Chang Jung Lin, 2-0 winners over Elul Kibaroglu and Shevchik. So by the end of this round, we will know who our quarterlists are. Already through to the quarterfinals. Sao Sao and Dan Xiao, Chiang and Lechner, Han Yu and Wu Kunlin, winners of this tournament before, of course. And listen to this, these are one numbers as well. Centeno, Cesca Centeno and Mark Estiola. What a partnership that is. They're also through to the quarter-finals. So we're just waiting on Dennis, and there comes Dennis, just getting a little nibble to eat. You have to eat when you can, don't you, Eric, when you're at these events?
Yeah, lots of events going on. A lot of players dealing with playing in multiple events. They're warm at the table, that's for sure.
Yeah, we've already witnessed the crowning of 3 champions. Josh Filler won the Scotch doubles. Then we had young Martinez, Les Martinez, winning the showdown. Excellent final. He played against Nico Conkel to see the future of Paul playing on the big stage. Josh Filler, the one pocket, as I just mentioned, and also Dennis Grab yesterday winning the Las Vegas Open. 2 sets down and 3-1 down in the 3rd set. He came back to win in a shootout, 4-3 in the shootout. Absolutely amazing performance from the Estonian with a big heart who never gave up, and it was his first real major title. Number 3 in the world on the PA rankings. As we see Alex Kazakis strolling back in. Now we've lost Kelly. Where's Kelly gone? There she is.
We're all back.
There's our referee. We're all back. So breaking off first in the 2nd set, and then it's winner break from then. Dennis Grabet. One ball in the side. Pick 3 maybe following. Now, has he got a shot of the 2? They certainly have. What do you see, Eric?
Yeah, definitely a look at the 2. Well, let's see what's available in the top left. Looks like the 9's going to block the top left. Could play the cue ball behind the 6, possibly the 2 into the 4. I think it's some kind of variation of cue ball behind the 6 here. There's an aggressive play on the pocketing in the top left, but I don't think it's a little too aggressive.
Go side.
Oh, this is creative, Mark. I didn't even see this. Calling the 2 in the
Off
side.
the 8? Yeah, off the
Yeah.
8 ball.
This is missable, but they're going after this rack here. Great shot. Four passes the 7.
Well worth another look
Yeah.
at that. A dinky little shot off the 8. Nicely played. A little bit straight on this 3,
Yeah.
but I think
Extension.
close enough to the pocket to do something with it, Eric, isn't it?
Yeah, straight back draw at worst. He can target any part of the pocket he wants here, so not easy, but well managed. Looks like Jasmine's okay to stop the cue ball here. Seven passes the 8. Straight in on the 7's okay. Come 2 rails back to the 9. Just going to be crossing the angle here. Straight back draw. Lots of room in the middle of the table.
Perfect view of the backhand there. Nice loose grip. She's got a love grip actually of how hard you should grip the cue. She said in one of her videos on YouTube, you kind of want to imagine that you're cradling a bird. You don't want it to escape, but you don't hurt it either. That was a lovely description of how to hold the butt of the cue.
I remember that. There's a lot of info on her channel for you amateur players that are looking to get better at the game. Just do a YouTube search. It'll come up. Very popular channel.
Very, very funny lady as well. It's not all strict coaching and stuff. There's lots of funny stuff on there. Giggling. She doesn't mind kind of taking the mickey out of herself as well. She's great fun.
Great
So break
opening
and
shot
run,
by
Eric.
Yeah, to start the second set.
And that you play Scotch doubles pool. Very nicely done. Good solid break from Dennis. Very creative on the 2 ball in the side off the 8, and from there had great control over the cue ball. Made the run out very, very nice. So Jasmine will be breaking, and she's also got a very big break as well. One of the better breakers. Great shots of her mid-air, kind of like Jeffrey DeLuna-esque. All feet off the floor, full flight, cue bent on the table, Eric. I don't think we're going to see that now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, just kind of lends to her athleticism. You were mentioning she's a triathlete, and on Dancing with the Stars, it's tough to, be throwing your body upwards, stay on balance, but she has that capability. Produces more overall power if you're able to do it. Kind of stayed down a little more on that one.
Look at that. Look at that for a break, though. Good solid hit. 2 balls down and a shot at least on the 1 ball here. Maybe a combo on the 6, Eric. What do you see here? Maybe the 1 goes, does it?
Yeah, combo start. Dennis will be looking to play the 1 cross table. I think he's going to have to hit the 6 too thinly for it to hold in the same pocket. It's going to kind of come out to the right a little too much. He's thinking about how to manage the 1 here. Might go with a lot of speed, try to bring it off 2 rails.
Yeah, you saw that. Jasmine keeping an eye on the clock there. I think she just called extension for him.
See how he pointed his cue to the
teamwork.
middle of the left long rail? Yeah, wants the 1 to play on that path. Not bad.
It's
Be a
okay.
lot of cue ball movement here, pretty thin. He's going to try to draw the cue ball between the 5-10 twice, I think, here. Yeah, that was going to be tough, but she got through the stack there.
Yeah, tough now, though, to hold for position on the 3. Is he going to have to dig down here?
2 ball side.
Or is he going
Possibly.
side pocket? He's going side.
I think so. He's trying to, yeah. Let's try.
Wow, it's opened it all up.
Slightly overcut from Grabe there.
Into a blind pocket.
3.
Never easy, is it, Eric?
Yeah, the 3's still pretty surrounded, but there is room over on the right side of the table. Cue ball will be moving around the 5 if he gets the proper angle there. But again, whenever you're crossing the angle here, it's tough. The speed has to be exactly right. Kelly ask him to consider going below it, which would work. That's actually a smart shot. It's crossing the angle a little less, floating a little less. He might end up switching plans here. Well, that was interesting. Kelly giving Alex some last minute advice and Alex taking it. Good teamwork.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was saying earlier, Eric. You know, there's two different ways of looking at things, and one person might see something that the other one doesn't. So good chance here to get a really good telling safety in here.
Nice shot. Both long rails taken away. Jasmine's gonna have to start off with the short rail. She might be able to get at this 2 rails, but I don't
Use
see
their
much
extension.
safe happening. Wow. Created about as much distance as she could there. Great shot. It's like the Efren Reyes Z shot there.
Yeah, imagine if she'd have made it. Efren's was on the 2,
Oh.
that would have been on the 3.
Good pot from Alex. Advantage Kazakis and Fisher now.
Very controlled, wasn't it, Eric? Good chance here to level up and get the break back.
Few choices on position here. 10's a little far from the side and a little sharp, but it plays naturally. We go around it.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah,
Alex
real
with this
good
10 ball.
communication.
Yeah, from both teams, right? I thought there was a couple of little chats amongst the teams there, showing good synergy between them. The fist pump, 1-1.
Yeah,
now then, we've got a score to bring.
Go ahead,
in.
Mark.
Mighty Reparo and Jose Alberto Delgado have taken the first set against Pia and Josh Villa, and Muramatsu and Nukioi have on level at 1 set each, with Roman Hebler, Yvonne Ullman Hebler and Alex Bagilayan. Sorry about that, Roman.
So used to saying Roman.
He's not here. Yes, exactly.
That's his
I don't
wife,
think
actually.
he's- Is he? Yeah, is he here this year, Roman? I haven't seen him.
No, he
I didn't
didn't.
see him in the last Vegas Open.
No, he's letting his wife do the work this week.
He's making sure the business at home is running smoothly. I know they've got a printing company back in Germany. So here we go. Getting kicked out the way there.
Yeah, 5 ball's going to end up between the 1 and the cue ball. Push coming. Rabe and Ouschan here. Could push up to the top right.
Down.
This is a
Kind of
must-win
like the top
set.
right corner. Going to leave the half ball kicking angle. Issue with this is the cue ball is going to be kind of playing into the 6. Looks like she did leave the left edge as well, but not much happening off of that. Wouldn't be surprised if they give this back. If if they can hit thin enough that they can start playing the cue ball towards the 2-9, that could be a consideration.
Yeah, it looks on to me. It's pretty thin.
Very thin. I
It's a
think it's
big-
going a little
big
bit too far to the
target.
right of it. Yeah. I think it's just you're going to get too much angle going to the right off the 1.
Yeah, they get it back.
They've given. Positive still can happen off the half ball kick, and that's what Dennis is going to go for. Oh, no, it's going thin. Yeah, that's kind of where the cue ball was always going to play, but perfect speed on the 1. Good shot from Grabe there. I think he was trying that.
Well, let me ask you something. I always thought it was whoever pushed out, if it was given back, they had to play the shot. But now we've seen twice in this match that's not the case. I don't know whether you can
I asked that.
shed any light.
Yeah, I asked that question earlier because I was never 100% sure on that one, but that looks like the standard rule here. So a lot of times you'll see the female player pushing out and the male player having the option or taking the option if they come back. It's a strategy for sure, knowing that you're going to be passing to your partner if you do get it back.
It kind of came into the conversation more, doesn't it? Of course. Needs a bit of luck.
Distance going here.
Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought he may have got past the 6 ball, but didn't. Just been right there.
Tied up the
She wants
2-7.
to-
Yeah, biggest thing Jasmine and Dennis are looking at here is if the 2's pocketable from kind of around where the 1 is now. It's close. Real close.
Yeah, I think she just has to stop the cue ball, doesn't she?
I think this angle played a little better. But
Big
now,
draw shot.
yeah, good stroke from Jasmine. Yeah, knew that he was going to hit this 7 there, and not enough positives were going to come out of that. Just played safe. I think the combo's on, Mark.
Yeah, 2-8 is on. This is a chance to take the initiative in this second set, and it's one that, if they win, they will win the match.
Both sides.
Jasmine and Dennis need to win this set. It's not on.
Great shot
Clever
from
shot.
Kelly. And it's ended up in a way where the 2 10's available if Jasmine doesn't hit this, so must hit here.
Tempo, corner.
Very tough. 3 ball kind of blocking the path that the cue ball needs to come in at. It's hittable. Always tough when you're kicking at a ball that's behind you. You don't have relevance to where the ball is. Of course, you looked at it before you hit it, but it just plays tricks with your perception.
Well, Mark Williams, the snooker player, plays these in such a way. He'll look at the angle, but then he'll look at the ball he's trying to hit. He doesn't even look at the rail. Very interesting.
I've seen
Plays
it.
that all the time.
Foul.
Missed it by a fair bit. Ball just opened up on her. And I think Alex is going to go after the combo here.
Tempo, corner.
This can be a very early win here. 2-10 combo. Early 10s do count. Not on the break, but they do count. Early combos. Ball in hand. Made much that more easier.
Got it.
Yeah, so the great safety from Kelly Fisher on the 2, getting that hook behind the 6. Produced a mistake there, Eric. Kick from Jasmine, and they do take a 2-1 lead. Very, very important. Third set, of course, the second set. Just a
Both teams
reminder,
have played
guys,
well.
we do have more action coming up for you after this 7:30. Jasmine in action once again up against Xiao Feng Fu in the ladies' Las Vegas Open losers qualification, so it's a must win there.
Yeah, Fu was a former world champion in 2010. Kind of hadn't been on the scene as much prior to about a year ago. But look for that to be a great match coming up. Former China Open champion as well.
Well, nothing doing.
10 ball opponents.
And another combo, and
Now
it's
then.
already been called. Yeah, they're going for the early win here.
Yeah, a bit more difficult than the one Alex made in the last rack. This is missable, isn't it, Eric? It's just off straight. You get some distance from the one ball as well.
Got it.
No problem. Straight in, 2-2, just like that. Two very, very quick racks for you guys there at home. Hope all the action here in this Scotch doubles showdown. 30,000 on offer for the champions, 17,500 to the runners-up. Semi-finalists 8,750, 5th through 8th 4,305, and 9th through 16th 2,188. 400,000 total prize money here, Eric, in Vegas on offer in the 8 tournaments. What's been your favourite moment so far? What tournament are you really enjoying at the moment?
I mean, it's tough to put my finger on one of them. I think it was very encouraging the level that the juniors were playing at. Nico Konkol was a very bright spot in that tournament. Even the players that didn't make it through to the end, you could just see the quality in how they were playing. Prasad and Joey Tate. Juniors making a great statement so far.
Yeah,
Banks
how
has
good
been
is that
fun.
winner, Laz Martinez? I mean, how good a player is he going to be, Eric?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard me doing any commentary on any of his matches, but I was noting that his style is a carbon copy of Shane Van Boening.
SVB, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And,
knew you was going to say that. Said exactly the same.
Yeah. You noticed that in your commentary with him as well?
Everything, you know, the stance, the cue action, the way he holds the cue, the chalk he uses, his approach to everything. You know, the cue through the hand before he plays shots and stuff like that. Just, you can tell who he's modelled himself on, can't you?
Yeah, and what a great player to model yourself after. And I'll tell you what, he's well on his way to, you know, maybe having some kind of career like Shane. He's a promising player.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether you heard the story, but Sky Woodward actually saw young Laz at 7 years old. 11 years ago, he saw him playing in a pool hall. And just watching him, he said, this guy is going to be a Mosconi Cup player one day.
Wow.
And that's 11 years ago.
Well, fulfilling expectations. Wish him all the best. And all the juniors in the tournament. They were really impressive.
Extension.
Kelly with a shot at the cross here. Decision time in the second set. Looks like she might go safe. Try to get the cue ball behind the 5. Good shot. It was tough to hit it that thin. Bigger wall of blockers in near the 7-8. Unfortunately caught the window. That's bad luck there. That was a great shot from Kelly. Hasn't left much with this window.
I haven't had the chance really to chat with you very much, Eric, but I must congratulate you on your performance at the Turning Stone. You beat a friend of mine, Jason Shaw, as well. You played very well against him. Good run there, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, just kind of clicked into gear. Not playing as much as I used to, but I still remember and have flashbacks every once in a while.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Well done.
Thanks. I'm actually coming up on a busy 6 weeks of competing, so look forward to getting back to it. It's inspiring seeing all these top players play as well.
Yeah, I mean, surely you feel in stroke after watching all these great players, don't you?
Yeah. Might think the game's easy when it's not, but I think that's a good thing.
Good shot there. Very touchy shot from Jasmine. Played it to perfection. Judged the speed and the angle very, very nicely. 2-rail escape here for Alex by the looks of it. Calling the side or the corner just in case.
Nice
Didn't
kick.
see what he called. This is great pace, isn't it? Good pace.
Yeah,
Look at this
design
for a
kick
shot.
safe there.
Absolutely brilliant.
Dennis will be looking to stick the cue ball behind the 5 here.
2 ball, side.
Kind of surprised he's thinking about 2 rails. Must not be able to get by the 5 enough to play 1 rail. Just nicked it. He's left it though. Chance for Kelly and Alex now. And somehow they just seem to be getting the little extra chance. Really hasn't been much between the two teams. 4 great world-class players.
Such a fabulous kick from Alex Kazanit to re-safe him.
Shot from Kelly, getting Alex nice and close to the 3 here.
Extension. No, no extension.
I think because he's so straight on the 3, he'll just try to stay straight on the 4. Kelly can draw straight back for the 5. Kind of an in-between angle here. This is deceiving just because of the 4. The 4 is so close to the rail. I think she can still hold up the left long rail, but she's going to go forward.
Wanted to be straight, just off straight. Needs to find the gap now, Eric, between the 7 and the 8, doesn't he, Alex?
Yeah. At least if he finds it, we know the 6 will be down. Pressure spot here.
Well, he went across that slightly, I thought, but okay.
Kelly checking to see how much room there is for the 7 past the 9. Looks like she feels like there's enough. Oh, don't end up on it.
Oh dear, oh dear. All right.
Right on top of it. Still available to the bottom left.
Never easy to judge these when you're so close to it, the angle, deceiving.
Nice play from Alex.
Yeah, shot.
Pat on the
that
shoulder
was.
there from Kelly. Looking to get on the hill now. 1 set ahead. Really a nip and tuck match here. Be surprised if it gets back to hill in the second set.
It's been interesting, hasn't it, Eric? Because there's been some really good safety. There's been some great kicking. No real pair has grabbed hold of it. It's Kelly and Alex seem to get those chances just at the right time. Find themselves on the hill, double the match.
Yeah, just trying to pick out any mistakes that Jasmine and Dennis have made in the second set. Not many, just a lot of safety battles. One team getting the best of it. High standard of play overall.
Yeah, you know a match is good when it seems to go so quickly. You know, we've already had 12 racks, and they haven't been the quickest of racks, but they've still been enthralling. We're seeing all different aspects of the game. Some safeties, some great positional play, some great kicking. It's got a bit of everything. And it makes the break then. Looking to make a ball and run the table to go into the last 8. In the side. Oh, look at this, Eric. It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2 balls down, shot on the 1. Let's see how the position's playing towards the 2. Pretty comfortably. Just have to avoid the 8 going to the left here. Should be okay with that. Ball's kind of going the wrong way here, but Alex can cross over. Was it straight enough? Yeah, he can play over to the left side of the table. Just get close to the 3 here. It's going to be a bit of maneuvering towards the 5, but if you get close to it, you should be able to find a path. Straight enough to hold. I feel like the cue ball is playing into the 6 going forward, Mark. The drawing angle, a little tricky as well.
I just wondered, can you draw off the 6 maybe?
I think so.
Or has it gone a little? Yeah, I think you can. Looking at it from that angle.
Yeah, wanted to get over to the right a little more, but hit the 6 squarely, so missable ball coming from Alex.
Yeah, wanted to just flick off it, didn't she, more? Caught it very thick, but we saw a ridiculous down this rail yesterday by Jeffrey DeLuna. Unbelievable shot. He played from tight on the rail at a harsher than this is. So no problem for these top players. They're looking good, Eric, for a straight sets win here.
Yeah, one more cue ball moving from 7 to 8. Like getting on top of the 7 here and playing one rail back to the 8.
It's a fine balance, isn't it, between finding a shot where your partner wants you to be, but also being comfortable with a shot that you want to play to get there, if that makes sense. But she's played it beautifully.
Yeah, these two are all about communication. They're going to talk on a lot of shots, and it seems to work for them. And look for them to be a force in the quarterfinals if they get these last 3 down here. One's angle. Can draw back for the side. Strong performance from Kazakis and Fisher.
Yeah, this is sending a message, isn't it, to the other pairs. We're here to play. We got to the semi-final before. We've been in a final. We want to go all the way this time. They want that 30,000. Well, it's not going to be for Dennis and Jasmine this year. They are sent out, and it's Kelly and Alex who will go through to the quarterfinals. The hug, the embrace. A very happy Carly McGee in the background there as well. thanks so much to Eric Horlofson, myself, Mark White. Join us again for some ladies action. Jasmine is going to be back again. There's no rest for the wicked. We'll see you soon. Ta-da. A very good evening to you and welcome back to the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. It's our final match of today. We have a losers qualification match between Jasmine Ouschan and Zhao Fang Fu. It's best of 3 sets. Races to the winner breaks. It's 10 ball, of course. It's call shot. And calling the shots with me for this one, it's Big Red again. Hello, Eric Orlefson.
Pleasure to be with you guys again. Looking for a great match here. Kind of the old guard against, you can even call Jasmine the old guard. She's been around for that long. 2 players in the middle of their career. Are you familiar with Zhao Fang?
Not really. No, I know she's won the China Open, but that's about all of my knowledge, Eric. I joined the sport of pool later than you. I was just reading about you actually on Google. I Googled Eric Orlefson. The first one that came up was a free skier, and I thought, no, that's not the Eric I know. And then I found you. You've been teaching for 20 years, it says.
It must be AI stuff coming out there. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so Jasmine, I'm sure very determined, having just lost the doubles, got sent crashing out by Alex Kazakis and Kelly Fisher. This is her last chance to win something here in Las Vegas. We're going to see her give it her all as always. So breaking off rack number 1, Jasmine making the 1 in the side. Now, how are they spreading? She can have a look at the 2, Eric.
Yeah, she's on the 2. Lots of movement from the 2 to the 3. Fu is actually a former world 9-ball champion in 2010, not long ago. She won the World Hayball Championships in 2017. Have you seen her around the Hayball circuit at all, Mark?
Do you know, I don't know her, so maybe I have, but maybe she's gone under my radar, Eric. I didn't actually join in pool until around about 2014, so apologies. I don't remember her winning the World Championships, but I remember this young lady, Jasmine Ouschan.
Yeah, she's only got the right side of the 2 here, so we're going to be playing safe off the first shot. Have to kick at it. Did okay. Fu can try to play up behind the 5 here. Have to play a lot of left spin. Cue ball wants to come off the rail. Gonna try to keep the cue ball as close to the rail as she can here. Maybe drawing back behind the 7. She's okay. Actually killed the cue ball almost too much there. Jasmine getting down the angle.
Possible. Yeah, maybe a possible 2-6 on here, Eric. Maybe a little bit of a mistake there from Fu.
Yeah, if not, Jasmine can play behind the 9. Shot there, had to go rail first. Left a window between the 4 and 9. Look for Fu to come, try to bring the cue ball back behind the 6 here. If she has enough of the right edge.
Extension.
I believe she has enough.
Lost her first round match against Wang Ling Wang. And then she came through the loser's side, beating Susan Williams and then Brianne Lane and April Larson, all in straight sets. So it took her a little while to get into this format, Eric. I'm not sure she's played this format before, to be honest. I don't remember seeing her on any of the Pro Billiard series, do you?
Yeah, I think maybe only one time. I think she came to Puerto Rico, and I was kind of took note that she hadn't played in any major tournaments, and particularly Pro Billiard Series tournaments in a long time. But she's capable. She's capable of definitely giving Jasmine a match, if not winning the match.
Is there a favourite in this? Hey, because Jasmine's played more of these Pro Billiard Series formats, she's a bit more used to it.
I think that has a factor, and I think she's just competing a little more. I was actually mentioning before that Fu was a former Hayball champion as well as 9-ball champion. So maybe she's playing a bit more Hayball. A lot of Asian players getting into that. Big money in that game.
Yeah, the
Gonna see how much of
Chinese are certainly masters at it, aren't they? The Chinese 8-ball, the Hayball.
Got about 3/4 pocket on the 4 here. I believe she tried to play it in, but knew if she missed it on the thin side that it would play into a safe here. 4-ball might be frozen. That's going to play a factor here. It's actually possible to hit the 4 and not contact another rail.
Yeah,
Preferably.
newbies to the game, Eric. They don't understand the frozen ball. What does that mean? What she have to do here? A ball
So
has
either
to what?
Yeah, either so she contacted the 4 first and the cue ball hit the rail. So that's a legal shot. But if the cue ball would have came around 2 rails and just laid on the 4 and the cue ball not, or the 4 ball not hitting a different rail, that would have been a foul.
Angela Williams in charge of this one. Regular face on the Pro Billiards tour. Also plays a bit herself as well.
Nice shot there by Jasmine. Fu will be looking to play the cue ball behind the 6 here. Very tough. Especially if she comes at it 2 rails. She'll be relying only on the cue ball getting to the right long rail. Similar shot for Jasmine coming up.
Looked a bit disappointed there, didn't she, Fu, after playing that one? Has she left the possibility of it going around the angles and holding behind the 6 here, Eric, or not?
Yeah, I think, well, yeah, you're right. The 4 can come around. Fu could be in a real bad spot. Nice shot from Jasmine. Not wanting the 4 to go on the side, but she's okay.
Yeah, Zhao Feng knew, didn't she, as soon as she hit that? That's exactly where she was going to be stuck, Eric.
Fu has a chance to kick this ball in. It can play in off the 5. No, too long. First break for Jasmine in rack number 1 here. Jasmine coming right off this table round before, so she'll know the conditions here. Coming off a defeat, so has to kind of regroup mentally a bit. Gonna get straight on the 7. Ideally stop position for the 8.
Beating Yen V Duong in the first round. Karen Lincoln in the second in straight sets. Now got sent to the 1-loss side by Soledad Ayala. That's why she's here playing in this losers qualification.
Interesting. Ayala's been one of the up-and-coming players on the women's tour. It's a good win for her.
Actually partnering Gersen Martinez in the doubles, isn't he, as well? I think they got knocked out of that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen their name in the last couple brackets, but strong team. Jasmine.
Yeah, she
This
got beaten
rack
by Kelly and Alex in the doubles, Gerson and Ayala. So that's why they're not in it anymore. Meanwhile, nice straight in 9. Beautiful stroke.
Bit of a safe battle on the 4. Jasmine coming out with the best of it.
Yeah, she's well known for her great safety and kicking ability, Jasmine Ouschan, on the women's tour. So a good positive start for the Austrian. Looking to make it into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinalists already. Of course, waiting. Kelly Fisher being one of them. No, beg your pardon, it's the last 16. Others through already. Chao Che-Yu, Centino, Jessica Centino, Han Yu, Chihiro Kawahara, Margaret Fefilova, and Ayala Soldad, who we just spoke about, Eric, Wang Ling, and Kelly already into the last 16. Plenty of matches going on at the moment. We'll keep you up to scores in those. Seo has taken the first set against Savannah Easton. Nita Kanyaya has taken the first set against Nina Tordfund as well. Back with this one, Jasmine breaking off. Good break in the first one, Eric. Getting robbed on the 1 ball twice.
Yeah, let's see how Fu tries to get at the 4 here.
Look at that 1 ball. Almost went in there and then almost went in the other side. Got kicked away, didn't it?
That's the ball they're going after. Gonna be very tough positional play from the 3 to the 4 to the 5. She can get the cue ball kind of near where it is now, say a little more to the left. That's not going to afford much position towards the 5. It'll be interesting to see what she does here in these next couple shots. Might have to draw into that area, try to rearrange it. Oh, there's room on the right long rail. Yeah, see, I don't like this thin angle that she's thinking about there, and I didn't think there was much room on the right long rail. If she does play to the first area, she can possibly play safe off the 4. Tough spot here for Fu. Taking your extension. If she gets where she was placing her cue right there, she'll never be able to draw the cue ball enough towards the 5. Just thinking if she's thinking about banking the 4 around 4 rails. Just gonna take the long shot on the 5. Tough sequence here. Really wants the cue ball near that left long rail to minimize the cut angle on the 5. 4 balls missable. Caught the 7 coming across, so it's going to be a safe here from Fu. Like playing off the right side of it with a bunch of right spin, trying to get the 7 or the 9 in line with the 5. Just 2 rails up is okay as well, trying to play behind the 10. Look out, look out, misjudgment. 5 ball down, and good start here for Jasmine. Comfortable angle coming back out to the middle.
Yeah, looking very determined.
Yeah, look for her to have some great results in 2025. I feel like she came on stronger in 2024 than she has in a couple previous years or past 5 years. Started out with a lot of promise in her career, had a lot of success early in her career.
Yeah, she started playing a lot of the WPBA events now, Eric, which she didn't do for a few years, and of course that will sharpen your game up playing against the best women. Recently won one as well at Iron City Billiards. She's back. Not that she ever went away, of course, but she's still around and one of the favourites for any tournament she plays in, really.
Yeah, and I think Predator getting the women's tour back on track is a big part of that. She does things away from just competing as well, has the Billiard Academy in Austria. We were speaking of her YouTube channel last match. So, busy lady.
Yeah, and doing the business on the table as well at the moment. 2-0, halfway first set. Rubelin Amit is in action as well. She's up against Indonesian Silviana Liu. And it's the Filipino who's taken the first set there, and she leads 2-1 in the second. Melina Tani from Japan is up against America's Emily Duddy. And it's Melina, the Japanese young lady, that's taken set in that one also. And Kristina Zlateva is up against Harin Lee, and it's the Bulgarian who's taken the first set there as well. Angela Williams has racked the balls. We're ready for rack number 3 in this first set. Winner breaks, of course. Best of 3 sets. Jasmine starting very, very well.
Square hit from Jasmine, nothing down. Looks like the one's going to be available.
Bit soft, a bit let up on the break, just a little bit there. One ball going low.
Yeah, even in the doubles match, looks like she's not going all out on the break, just kind of protecting the cue ball a little more. She can hit them hard if she wants, Mark. Up into that 25-mile-an-hour range.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a right hook from her, that's for sure.
Fu getting put in a couple tough positional spots. Another tough one here. She can play a real big stroke shot, trying to draw the cue ball past the side and back towards the 4 off the second rail. Huge power required for that. Looks like she's going to back off that choice. Just pocket the 2, play safe on the 3. Went for something similar. Wow, what a shot. Similar to what I was thinking about. Great shot there. Showing her class. If she gets in form here, Mark, it's a sight to see. Proven champion.
Well, that's what we want to see. Both players playing at the top of their game. May the best lady win.
Very little cue ball movement in the next 4 shots. Wants to be straight enough here to hold. Prefer not to have any angle going to the left. I believe she might just. She does. Both players playing with good pace around the table, very experienced players, know the shots well.
Is she going forwards here, Eric? No, she's drawing to the side rail.
Yeah, choice of position there. Just straight enough to hold, no rails.
Good reply, and she needs it. Doesn't want Jasmine getting on the hill.
Yeah, great reply, particularly from the 2 to the 3. That was a world-class shot. I don't mind trying to get straight on the 9 here. Just punch the cue ball to the right of the 10, get straight on the 9. Gonna have to put some power into this. Proper angle. Just take high level focus of the targeting on the 9. The speed catching part of the pocket. It's treble.
Little smile there from Angela Williams.
Nice play from Fu, knowing it was going to take a lot more speed to come all the way back. Still comfortable pocketing on the 10 here.
Oh, this has been a class clearance from a class player. As you mentioned, that 2 to the 3 was world class. And gets her first rack on the board at 2-1. And she will be breaking the chance, Eric, for us to have a look at the break of Xiaofang Fu.
Yeah, she hits them hard as well. I did an earlier round of hers. She went from the middle a few times, which is the more offensive break. With a player like Jasmine, could really go either way, but she'll be looking to keep her off the table, so look for a chance for her to go from the middle here.
Scotch doubles we were treated to just now. Fisher and Kazakis meeting and Grabet. Roman, so I keep saying Roman, I'm sorry. Yvonne Ullman-Hebler and Alex Pagulayan went down 2-1 to Muramatsu and Nukioi. Now this is a bit of a shock. Mighty Rapero and Delgado went through 2-0 against Pia and Josh Filler, so they are out. Chao Che-Yu and Chang Jung-Lin, 2-0 winners over Elul Kibaroglu and Wojtek Shevchik. Here we go, going from the centre, Eric, as you mentioned just now, and off of the rail.
Yeah, Filler-esque here. Oh, and she hit him. Lots of speed. 4 ball down, 6 ball down. Unfortunate to be a little straight here. Just thinking if she has any angle, shaking her head. Look at that power mark.
Yeah, Filler won the World 8 ball, didn't he, using that break, if I remember rightly, in New Zealand.
That's right. It's tough to hit them with that much power when the cue ball is that far away, or just connect with the rack with that much power. Nice break. She has an option.
How does
to
that make
just roll? Go ahead.
How does it make so much difference, Eric, with just, you know, maybe 10 inches or so breaking off the rail or from the kitchen line? How different can that be, really?
It's enough. I mean, you know, say, I don't know how to word this, but say you hit it at 22 miles an hour, it's going to react at 20 miles an hour. So it makes a difference. The advantage is that you're breaking off something solid. You're not using your hand as the main anchor for the bridge. So there is a big advantage to it. And on the bar table, you would use it a lot, but on the 9-foot, top-level pros seem to stay away from it. But she hit it well there. I wouldn't advise, you know, changing anything. When I did her match, she did break from the head string.
Much more stability, isn't it, with the bridge over the hand. A bit like the loop bridge, of course, but some people just can't seem to get the loop bridge. I can never do the loop bridge, Eric. You're going to have to teach me how to do that. I need one. I need one of the Hawlifson lessons. That's what I need next time I come to Toronto.
No problem. Gotcha.
How much do you charge? I'll let you know if I can afford you or not first.
Discount for you, Mark. No worries.
What a cut.
Yeah, push the 8, 9 in front of the most obvious pocket for the 8. But nice play on the 2.
I think the 8 might still go, doesn't it, Eric, or not?
It's possible. We'll have to get another camera angle. I think it's tight at best.
Well, she
Yeah,
doesn't
only about
mind
half
not being. Yeah, she doesn't mind being not ideal on a ball, does she? She's making some unbelievable shots, Eric, to keep run-outs going.
I've noticed that. Just kind of focusing on the pocketing more than precise position. This is decent angle to draw back below the 8, take the 8 in the longer pocket. I really believe she'll have to. The side could be available as well if she gets on certain angles below it. Nicely hit. Good result.
What a shot. What a shot.
I need rack to the future and rail.
She can make it real all on her own so far in this match. She's played some absolute crackers.
Yeah, that's 2 power shots, targeted perfectly, cue ball controlled well. Serving notice to Jasmine, and Jasmine will remember her from competing back in the day. They've both been around that long, that they had battles back in around 2010 to 2015. There's another player that had as much success as her, Ouschan Liu, who's at this tournament as well, making a comeback onto the North American scene, world international scene, really.
Yeah, I saw her name on the play earlier on. Great player.
But yeah, there was a period of about 3 or 4 years where Fu and Liu were the 2 most dominant players coming out of China. Breaking rack number 5. Have to assume she'll go off the back rail again. Was successful on the previous break. Not a break and run, but containing Jasmine well. The safe on the 2.
She's actually up against Wei Chu Chen at the moment, and she's taken the first set there. Amber Chen has taken the first set against Christina to catch as well. A result, Rublin Amit has beaten Silviana Liu by 2-0. Back to this one. Breaking off the rail again. Huge break, Eric, again. Any luck? Yes, the 3 ball down. 9 ball down as well.
Breaking well. 1 ball hasn't ended up perfect here.
It's always the danger though, isn't it? That open break, Eric, if you don't make a ball, invariably you're leaving everything open.
Yeah, it's interesting. When Eklund Kachi won the World 10-Ball Championships on the men's side, he was one of the only players breaking from the middle, and he won the tournament. So it's more of a gambling strategy, but when it goes well, it's very dangerous. Got unlucky here. Is the 1 cut past the 4? Nice shot. Pretty good on the speed. Jasmine can cut this ball in, but nothing positive is really happening with the cue ball if she does. Safes are tough. See by that kind of raise of the eyebrow, she's in a tough spot here. You could try to bank the 1 by the 7, but it's always tough trying to control the object ball to that high level. I really don't see much else other than banking the 1 by the 7. Nice play. Didn't get the full coverage from the 5, but did well there.
And judging by the balls that she's crashed in down the rails before, but speed, I wouldn't put it past her to make this one, Eric.
This one's real tough. I mean, you'd have to come back, hit it with so much speed that you're coming. Well, she's considering it. She's considering coming into the short side of the 2 and playing the combo. That'll be a little less
Liking
speed.
her style.
Yeah, she's aggressive.
My kind of player.
You're right, Mark. She's going at this ball.
She has a game plan. She's sticking to it. Oh,
Super
not
tough
this
shot.
time, no.
Jasmine can go 3 rails here. 5 ball's a little bit in the way of that path. Should be able to manage around it. Wants angle on the 2 to come back towards the 4. Nice shot.
Good chance this to put a stranglehold back on this first set as well. She dominated the first couple of racks, but then it just looked like Zhao Yangfu was going to get right back into this important rack.
Nice play there, avoiding all the balls coming up table. It's going to land a little straight, very straight. She can use the short rail to kind of create some angle going to the right. Definitely straighter than she would have wanted here. Good shot. That's about all she could get out of that ball. Pretty comfortable position heading towards the 6. These 2 players firing at each other here. Run out. Runouts after run out. Just want to get close to the 7 here. One rail back, same pocket. Looking at the side, I don't really like it, Mark. I mean, if she's too straight, maybe. But I think there's a lot of room on top of the 8. Angles in the side can get funny sometimes. Well played.
This is what we want. Playing well when they're in the balls. Just the odd mistake here and there, but top quality pool from 2 quality players. The hill shall arrive on the completion of this 10 ball. Yeah, very good under pressure, wasn't it, Eric? Very good out.
She played a really smart shot on the one there, and not just to recognize it, also to execute it. Put Fu in a tough spot, forced the air.
Yeah, kind of tempted her into it, didn't it? So earlier on, Eric Olofsson, I had the chance for my first ever commentary with the legend who is John Schmidt. Now, we had a lot of fun. He's quite the character, isn't he?
Oh yeah, it's been fun working with him. So very knowledgeable. Throw out a good one-liner as well.
Yeah, hopefully the man that does the roster is going to put me with him again at some time before the week's over. Have a word, Eric, could you?
No problem. Not sure here. She's at it pretty quick, so she has something in mind. She's not quite sure now either. Combo's too tough. It's going to be some kind of save. If you can slow the one down enough and hold the cube up behind the 5, that would be a good shot. Maybe follow the cube all the way through behind the 7. Yeah, it was tough to hold the 1. It's going to be close. I think it's not good. Too much speed.
Can she carom the 9?
She can. It's going to. Yeah, well, it's definitely, the carom's definitely there. The tough part about that is can't hit the 1 light enough to hold it. It's tempting though to want to keep Fu off the table. She's playing very well. The 1 can play across near the 10, and if you were to catch kind of half ball on the 9, the cue ball could release from the 2-3-8 area. Intricate shot.
She's just used her extension, so she's going to have to hurry up. 10-second beep has just gone off. About 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, just decided on safe last second. A lot of things could have gone wrong if she tried the carom. I don't blame her one bit.
Great choice. No need to take any risks. Let Fu make the mistakes.
There it is.
Well, that's
forced error from
that's
Jasmine.
gone bad. And opened everything up there, Eric, as well. The 2 ball, everything in the open.
Five balls kind of come to make position on the 3 a little tougher, but she can play the 3 in the bottom right.
Yeah, many options, hasn't she? She's also got the 3-9. If worst comes to the worst.
If she does play the 3 in the corner, she'll be looking for the angle where the cue ball plays like just in front of the 9 and comes 1 rail out for the 4 in the same pocket. I think it's there. It's a little thin. The cue ball might be hitting the 9 now. This is a bit of trouble, Mark. She can
maybe play the 9. Play the 3-9.
She might be forced. Yeah, the carom and just push the 3 more over the corner pocket.
It was always there, wasn't it? It was always there in
draw
case she needed it. Oh, no
well, it takes
problem.
Yeah, but it takes guts to leave yourself this much distance. Must feel like she's in stroke here. Just trying to hit it a little lighter, but still lots of table space between the cue ball and the object ball here. Kind of in between bridges. Big shot coming from Jasmine. Nice hit. One more mid difficulty pocket on the 5. Just got it. Again, kind of backing off on the position. She could have chose more speed there and got closer to the 6.
Yeah, both coming up with some really good outs, aren't they? Not prime position, but playing the more difficult shots.
It's there. Looking good now, Mark.
Yeah, just one route up towards the 8 ball. 9, of course, hanging. Doesn't matter where the cue ball finishes from this 8. This is for the set.
I think she can draw straight across here. Just go ahead, Mark.
Played a very, very smart set, hasn't she, Eric?
Yeah. Forced a couple errors from Fu in the last 2 racks after Fu played 2 great outs. World-class set by both players. Jasmine looks like she's going to take it down in the end here. Very nice.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoying this. So the first set to Jasmine. We're going to take a quick break, guys, before set number 2. So don't go too far. Put the kettle on, make yourselves tea. Eric and myself will be back very, very shortly. Very warm welcome back, guys, to the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in lovely, lively Las Vegas. So there's some set stats for you. Along with myself, Mark White, we have Eric Orlofsson, Big Red, known to all of his fraternity. So what do you glean from that? Slightly better OP there. Player overall performance from Jasmine, 895.
Yeah, that's a strong player overall performance. Just overall a strong set from Jasmine. Xiaofeng, 100% on the break. I mean, look for her if she can get anything going with seeing the first ball off the break. Look for her to be a threat, and you know, just regardless, she's a threat. But I like how she's breaking. She's got the first break in set number 2 here.
Yes, alternate break-in sets, but winner breaks within the set. So a chance for Fu to grab a hold of this second set.
Lost the cue ball a
Nothing
bit that
down
time.
though, Eric.
Didn't hit it quite as squarely that time. Jasmine getting stuck right over the 6 here. See if she has the right part of the cue ball, but it's not going to help her. I think just safe off the left side of the 1. Try to run the cue ball near the 4-5.
These are horrible, aren't they? What advice do you give to your students, Eric, when you're tree-topped over a ball like this? What's the secret of playing play a push-out? That's the secret there, look. Don't take it on.
Exactly. She's just showing how tough it is there. You know, it's if you're playing any kind of position, just keep the position simple enough. You know, the safes are variable, but I don't think there's one clear answer, and just recognize that it is tougher. You know, if you're not under shot clock situations, take time.
Yeah, I'm talking about technique-wise. You know, what would you? Is it obviously a strong bridge? What ball are you looking at? What's going through your mind when you're playing those treetop balls?
Yeah, so like you can focus on the cue ball a little more than the object ball, even if you're a player that looks at the object ball last on normal pocketing situations, because your vantage point is kind of angled downwards. So that's one of the shots where you could kind of favor the cue ball a little more. It's just a tough spot.
Double kiss. Didn't want that. Let's give him a chance for Ouschan. 2-3. Combo weight.
Yeah, important opening shot. Important shot in the first game here for Fu. She's made a couple tough ones, Mark. I mean, it's not above anything above her, that's for sure. Nice play. Controlled the 2 ball nicely, looking good now.
I just thought Jasmine played that push out on the 1, Eric, a little bit quick. Maybe didn't put as much thought into it as she could have done, because Fu gave it straight back, didn't she? She didn't really look at it at all, so she didn't fancy it.
Yeah, it was one of those double kisses where the cue ball and the object ball were kind of traveling a long way, so it was tough to see. I didn't mind what her thought there, but yeah, just kind of crashed on the 1 coming off the side rail. So she's going to be a little straight here. Still has angle going to the right. She can go 2 rails over to the long rail, back towards the 7. Get that angle now. going 2 rails at that, you were going to kind of guarantee her more likely get an angle on the 7. She's very straight now. It's a question of how straight is she. If she can't move the cue ball to the right, it's big trouble. It's pretty straight. She's going to have to create a lot of power to get any kind of movement to the right here. She could actually pocket it in the corner, believe it or not, just because of the position. I guess you could draw straight back as well. Shoot the 8 in the long pocket. Nice shot. Lot tougher than it looked there, and the knowledgeable crowd giving her some applause, knowing how straight it is to create that, how tough it is to create an angle out of that straight of a shot. Looking good on phase. Go ahead, Mark.
I think does she have to play this short side on the 10, just roll through for the 10, Eric, or does she have an angle? I think she's just going to roll it through, yeah.
Yeah, can play to the rail, back into the angle of the 10. Stuck on the rail a bit here.
Funny, I thought.
Yeah, I kind of thought just natural cue ball would be okay there. You'd be hitting it at high enough speed, but she kind of wanted to stun through it. Caught a little too much stun.
She's comfortable playing off the rail. Nicely done. So roll reversal. She takes the first rack in this second set. Now, I don't often look at the chat, Eric, but I just happened to glance across. And all I'm saying is, I hope this doesn't go to a shootout. They'll understand what we mean.
Yeah, I mean it'll have to go hill in the third set. It's less likely in this part of the tournament.
Sarah has just brought an end to Savannah's run at the Las Vegas Open, beaten in straight sets by Sarah. Rublin Armit earlier on went through. Christina Zlateva is one set up, but Harin Lee is on the hill in their second set. And Wei Chu chatting back against Liu. She lost the first set, but Wei is 3 ahead in the second set on the hill up there. So back to this one, breaking off the rail again.
Off square again. Not going to get as consistent results when you don't hit it squarely. Left the shot for Jasmine. Look at the quality of players playing in the losers qualification match, Mark. I mean, there's a few world champions in those players that you named there. The women's field getting extremely competitive now.
Yeah, absolutely. The 9-ball runner-up as well, world champion, Sarah. She's safely through. Rublin Amit, of course, the world 10-ball and world 9-ball champion. So yeah, some big champions. Jasmine Ouschan, of course, here. And Amber Chen is up against Christina. It's another world champion, world 10-ball champion. But Christina's fighting back in that one. She's 3-1 up in the second set, having lost the first one to Amber Chen. Jasmine off and running again here, Eric.
Yeah, opened up the 8-9. That was a nice play. She's going to have to elevate and draw into the short rail here, but if she does, it's possible to run the rack. Just going to play safe. Yeah, it's must be a pretty heavy back cut angle into the side.
Extension.
Considering the side now. Yeah, it's a little thinner than it looked from the overhead. Tough shot. Gonna try and involve the 6, 9, 10 if she plays safe here. The cue ball. Good shot.
Nicely judged. Beautiful, wasn't it? Just missed the 5 ball. Very well done. Well, she's come armed with the jump cue, lays down the player, so we're going airborne.
Chance to bank it in the bottom right here. And she'll be on the 3 if she does. Not high percentage, but what a shot this would be.
It's a long jump as well, Eric.
It's in.
Oh, she's floated off the 7. Well, that will do. That will do. It's a cool pocket, not cool shot.
What a shot from Fu there. Didn't want to hit the 5. She's okay. 5 still can still play in the same pocket as the 7 as the 4.
Risky.
Surprised. Yeah, kind of surprised she went that route. Is she straight enough here, Mark, to draw straight back?
I think there's just a slight angle. Maybe even draw past the 10 and play it. I'm not sure, Eric. I can't see from where I'm looking. She could. No problem.
Kind of got in between here. Might try to combo the 9 and let, no, not 10's blocking that angle, so she's gonna go corner here, just trying to figure out how to maneuver around the 10.
Nothing straightforward, is it?
Nice shot. Killed the cue ball nicely there.
Played it beautifully. Now, do you come back to the rail here, Eric?
I think so. I think there's not quite enough of a window between the 9-10. Cue ball's drawing to the right a little bit. Making that window even smaller. Good shot.
Jasmine took the first 2 racks in the opening set. It looks like Jianfang Fu is going to do exactly the same in the second set.
Couldn't do much with the cue ball there. Would have had to really play the 8 into the long rail. Just playing the safer path. She can draw in front of the 10 and play the 10 to the left middle. Shot. Fu looking good here. Even looked good in the first set. Just Jasmine played strong enough to come out with the victory. But
Yeah, good stuff. This is what we like, Eric. Both players on top of their game. Jasmine trying to keep the energy up, just taking a bite of maybe an energy bar or something. It's long hours at the Rio. You never know what time you might be playing, you know, roughly, but on the loser's side, it can be brutal, can't it?
yeah, going through a few doubles matches today and probably one or two other singles matches. So long day for her. This is where the training comes in.
She's big into her health, eating very, very healthy stuff, exercising daily, yoga, all the good stuff.
Fu's just been a little off square on the last 2 breaks, so she'll be looking to square the rack up a little more here. A little better.
Saved by the kiss that was headed towards the socket. Eric nearly lost it in the drink.
Yeah, I think it actually might have gone if it wasn't kissed away. It was there. It was in there.
Nearly took the
Small
subway, as John Smith would say.
Yeah, I'd never heard that one before, and before he started saying that. It's a good one.
Yeah. Sorry, John, we're stealing your lines now, mate.
Not able to see enough of the 1 here. Push up table, I think. Just looking at where she was, not sure what she was looking at there, different angle. A little too much angle here, Mark. Just gonna have to at least accept angle on the 3. Gotta hit it at a speed where it's gonna kind of, go ahead, yeah. Play between the 4 and the long rail. Maybe try to cross it, but could run it into the 10. Yeah, that was lying kind of funny. She might have just got the edge of the 3. See her body language here. Not happy. Might have to kick at it. The thing about kicking the 3 up table is there's not much coverage as far as other balls to get behind. Left the cue ball on the rail. It's a good shot. Gonna limit cue ball movement here from Fu. I think she can play offense here. Has to really trust the roll of the table because the only option is to slow roll the cue ball at the 3. Other option is play off the left side of it. She's going offense, Mark. Nice shot. Another long distance shot here.
Yeah, this one fraught with danger as well. Has to make it. Just gonna have to dig down on this as well, maybe. Yes, raising the butt of the cue, Eric, to hold the cue ball.
Yeah, she's playing fearless.
Extension.
Taking the extension here, rightfully so. High level of difficulty on this shot. Cueing is paramount here. If you catch any kind of right or left spin when you're elevated like this, it's big trouble. Super tough.
Well, that was a movie, wasn't it? Big Trouble in Little China. That's what's happened there. Using the cue ball, squirting off to the right as we look. Her left didn't really threaten the pocket. How's it been left? Well, nothing.
Yeah, she can't pocket the 4 here.
4 ball, corner pocket.
First intuition is use the 8 as a blocker. 7 might be there to help her as well. Oh, in between them. No, covers with the 7. Fu up quickly, knowing she's going to have to calculate the kicking angles
4
here.
ball, corner pocket.
If you hit the top side of the 4, you have a chance to get safe. The cue ball will play towards the 6-7. 4 will trend towards the short rail. Not easy. Missed the whole ball, so she tried to kick it in.
Oh,
Break for Jasmine. Gonna have to get on a small angle to get at the 6. Ideally straight on the 5 after this first shot. Even better, moving the cue ball to the right a bit. If she recognizes the cue ball running into the 8 here, she might just play into the 8. Definitely too much angle to hold for the 7 in the side. Maybe with a bunch of right spin, you could make the line a little longer. 2 rail across option if she doesn't like that.
Too risky to bump into the 8.
I thought about it. You just never know how the cue ball's going to play off when you run into other balls.
Yeah, you pros don't like doing that, do you? You don't nudge balls unless you really, really have to. Stay away from it at all costs.
Well, if anything, Fu's going to go down firing. I mean, she could have even backed off on the 3 there. But went after the 3, went after a real tough pocketing on the 4. It's paid dividends in a couple racks.
Yeah, nicely done. Jasmine won the first 2 in the first set. Xiaofang Fu won the first 2 in this second set. But Jasmine coming back, and she will be breaking. Seems a long while, Eric, since we saw her break, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been all Fu from the back rail. Jasmine favors the side rail, so we'll see the side rail break here. Side rail break tends to tie the rack up a little more. We've seen some more open table play, balls being spread all over the table.
Christina to catch the second set against Amber Chen. They're now 1-1. And Narin Lee has won the second set also against Christina Zlateva. So they're 1-1. And you know the score here.
Jasmine switching sides here. That's the one, Mark.
Look at this. That's the break, Eric, isn't it? That's the one.
One ball straight in. Cue ball threatening the side only because it got kicked. Great opportunity for Jasmine here. Ten balls kind of in the way of the best track to get back for the 5. Oh, she's got a little too much angle here. Can power over to the right long rail and back. It's kind of in between. It's tough to hold. It's a lot of power to get all the way to the right rail. Might be just thick enough to hold.
Yeah, she's going to hold it, isn't she? Lovely stroke, lovely touch there.
I believe she can avoid the 10, but the following angle on the cue ball is not great for the 5. This is tricky. I had a feeling she might just go corner there because the angle for the side didn't play well. Nice shot. Both women really firing at each other here. A lot of run-out play. A lot of aggressive thoughts.
Matching each other blow for blow, aren't they, Eric? A little bit like a boxing match with balls.
Yeah, it's been great to watch. Jasmine made a smart play there, switching sides. Was average effective from the right side of the table, went over to the left side, and good things happened. Full pocket there.
Caught that a bit thick, taking the pace out of the cue ball. Just a little bit. She's okay still though. Good reply this time from the Austrian. Perfect view of the cue wing. Jasmine there. Nicely done. And we level again, Eric, at 2-2. Now, what's on the agenda tomorrow, Eric? I know we've got the final of the banks. That's going to be a great affair between Roberto Gomez and Billy the Banker Thorpe. Really looking forward to that. Probably two of the best bankers in the world right now, would you say?
Oh yeah, I mean, and Billy kind of just asserting himself in this bank tournament, coming with a 10 and out run in the quarterfinals. So that look for that one to be a great match.
And also we have the Champion of Champions event between World 10-ball champion Christina Tkach and World 9-ball champion Rubelin Ahmet. They're 1-1 after playing the 9-ball and 10-ball. The deciding set will be 8-ball, and that's going to be tomorrow also, I believe, at 8 p.m. And I'm going to be commentating on that one. I'm looking forward to that. Back to this one, though, for today. 2-2, nicely balancing this second set. Again, 1-ball.
Yeah, starting to see some consistency on the break from Jasmine. No shot on the 2, but this is good for her.
Nice little kick on the 1-ball rather, to nudge it into the side. Didn't want to go.
She can try to play the cue ball behind the 8 here. Tough part is the other way. It's a good shot. More coverage going that way. Took away the jumps, took away the most obvious rails. Shot by Jasmine. Fu can come 3 rails around.
It's a well-known fact that Albin Ouschan teaches Jasmine the safety side and the kicking side of things. In an interview I did with Jasmine once, she said that she thinks her brother is probably the best kicker in the game right now. Certainly rubbing off, playing some great safeties. Needs another one here though.
Yeah, a bit of a containing shot from Fu there. Smart shot though. Wasn't much of a chance to get safe if you hit it at any higher speed.
Extension.
Looks like she's drawing off this low right, Eric. Just going to spin it off the side rail, try and get in behind the 10.
Yeah, and good call, recognizing that she has to draw it. That's the tough part about it. Didn't have enough speed. Great shot. Took a lot of touch. Getting close to the 10 again. Taking the jumps away from Fu. Couple great saves from Ouschan in this rack.
Yeah, some great match play here from, safe to say, I think, call her a veteran now. 37 years old, but she's been there, done it, worn the t-shirt, got the hoodie. Great player. One of my favourites to watch, really is.
Finally drawing the ball in hand. Strong play from Jasmine here.
Yeah, ferocious stuff. Now, did you know, Eric, Jasmine, one of the few players that hasn't actually got a nickname, and she held a competition at one of the WPPA events and invited everyone their suggestions, and she narrowed them down to the final 10, but she still couldn't settle on a name that she thought summed her up totally. So she's still nicknameless.
I'll have to
Any
think of one.
ideas? Yeah, I tried.
Oh.
I gave her 3 options, but she didn't like any of them.
Give me a second here. I don't know. What was your top pick?
I honestly don't remember now. I'd have to go through. I'd have to go through my notes from a year ago for that. I think one of them was Poetry in Motion, Ouschan.
Yeah.
But she said it was too long for a t-shirt, so it's no good.
Yeah, not much rhymes with Ouschan. Not much rhymes with Jasmine, so you're kind of out on the rhymes. Looks like she's a little straight here. Might have to stop the cue ball. She's got a little angle going to the left. Good play. Looking good here. And really, if there was any falter in Jasmine's play, I would have thought Fu was going to win a set or possibly win the match. She still can, but Jasmine really putting up good defense. Just some strong play from Fu here.
Digging down, but very close to the 7 ball, so no real room for the cue ball to deviate off its line if she got any unwanted English, but maybe just a little bit straight on this. Is she okay, Eric?
Yeah, if she's too straight, she can still play the 9 to the bottom right, which wouldn't be preferred, but I think she might. Good shot.
Showing all her experience here, grit and determination, willing to grind when she has to. Has played some outstanding safeties as well, which have produced the openings. Yeah, great stuff. So this to get on the hill against a very, very dangerous opponent in Zhao Fang Fu. Yeah, well-deserved round of applause. That was a great out again under pressure.
She's made the 1 on her last 2 breaks. For 3 in a row here.
Yeah, Fu kind of found a break, didn't she? Breaking more or less straight off the rail. Made a ball on 2 occasions, but after that didn't work, did it? She wasn't hitting them centrally enough, and Jasmine certainly has found a break. And
Yeah,
and hoping, Eric.
Yeah, and even it wasn't 2 break-in runs in a row, but the second of that sequence was a break in 2 saves, so it's really kept Fu off the table for the last 2 games here.
Unlucky there, cue ball hit the 1. Bit of luck there, look, on the 4 ball, the 2 crashing into it. I don't think she's got up for the 1 ball though, if any of it. Maybe a 2-rail kick here after the push. What do you reckon?
I think she will. She can be pretty guaranteed to create some distance here. The variable is that the 210 is possibly available for a combo, so you might think about, you know, not taking that risk of things possibly ending up bad off the 2-rail kick. A lot of thinking to do here for Jasmine.
Yeah, good point. I didn't even consider that.
Your option?
Fu can hit the 1 thin enough that she can bring the cue ball back kind of to where it is now. She'll be looking to cut the 1 squarely into the 5, just leaving the 1 where the 5 is. But this can go wrong. Not a bad push from Jasmine.
He can also go very right though and put Jasmine in a bit of trouble. I know hindsight is a wonderful thing, but
Well, she's
Jasmine did have the chance. Well, she's ruined the 210 anyway and left the edge of the 1, Eric.
Yeah, if anything, there might be a carom, but that's pretty low percentage. Wonder if the 2 passes the 10 in the top right. Tempting to go after this, and the way Jasmine's approaching it, I have a feeling she might be. Just opted for safe. That's a good shot. 2 balls of clearance, or coverage, pardon me. Might have left the window here, Mark.
Oh, is there? Yeah, there's a gap there. If you follow that headstring line, look, Eric, you can clearly see, can't you? She just basically has to follow that line, clip the 1.
Oh, reversal here for Fu. Jasmine in a bad spot for the first time in 3 racks.
Well, is this worth jumping? I think it is. Yeah, the air rush is already out, look.
1 ball, corner pocket.
In the corner. One of the best jumpers in the women's game. Oh, and she's had a huge roll there.
Landing on top of the 1, completely out of control, but got a roll. Fu to the jump cue now. Trying to survive here. 2nd set. 1 set down.
Shot clock as well going off. Yeah, rushed it, and this is a chance for Jasmine.
Pretty thin on the 1. We'll have to get on the overhead here to see exactly how thin she is. It's makeable. So thin though that it's tough to slow the cue ball down.
Yeah, I just wonder if she might take it into the right-hand corner. But, wow, cuts it in beautifully. Full control, Eric. Ooh, just overrun slightly. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I believe the cue ball's playing before the side here, but again, same issue. It's going to be tough to slow the cue ball down.
Extension.
Looking down the line of the contact point to pocket the 2, so she's going to stay on offense here. Great shot. Chance now, Mark.
Yeah, she had that little bit of a roll, but she has played some great safety, some great match play we've seen from both players, especially in the 1st set, but this 2nd set, although Fu started it better, Jasmine is certainly ending it better. And now, as you say, Eric, this is a real chance.
Yeah, she's deserved everything she's got in this match. Putting up all resistance to the fight from Fu, which was very strong. If Fu goes out here, I hope to see her more in the Pro Billiards series. She was a very upper echelon player about 15 years ago. I'd like to see more of her.
Yeah, I've enjoyed watching her too. I'd like to see her in full flow, actually, Eric. You know, really get a match, maybe in the World 10 ball or the Women's World 9 ball even. Or what about even the Women's 8 ball, which is going to be a thing this year also, I believe, in July.
Yeah.
So one more good positional shot needed. And she's perfect on. Overall, Eric, I think it's been a pretty good performance from Ouschan.
Yeah, Jasmine's going to sleep well tonight after a bunch of matches today, but she'll know she's playing well. Booking her spot in the final 16 now.
Yeah, still in with a chance of the 22,500, which is on offer to the winner of this tournament. So just this 10 ball then to seal the deal. Yeah, nicely done. The traditional fist pump from Jasmine, the one that we're very, very familiar with. A great performance from her, it has to be said, after that loss in the Scotch doubles. That's all the action we have for you today from the Rio here in Las Vegas. She just dropped her glovelet. We will be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And what a belter we're going to start with. Cesca Centino and Mark Estiola up against Mighty Rapero and Jose Alberto Delgado. Back tomorrow, thanks to Eric Hallofson and myself. Our gloves are off. See you tomorrow.
Night, everybody.